Welcome back to the BookEnds YouTube channel. It is our last 12 days of videos. And what?
It's been great.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for watching and putting all your comments below.
And subscribing.
You gave us a ton of ideas for what we should talk about, and some of them will probably roll out throughout 2020, but you helped us come up with some ideas for the 12 days. So thank you.
And we think we might try to do one in the summer. So if you come up with a catchy summer 12 days type of name, put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. Yeah,
for sure. So you actually did a blog post a couple weeks ago asking viewers and blog readers for questions.
Yep.
Which you got a ton of.
They were great.
Yeah, thank you for submitting them. But there's one that I think we could talk about for the last day of December videos.
Perfect.
So the question is, with agents' holiday schedules and year-end obligations, is it worth submitting in December, or should writers wait until January?
So the best and the worst times to query is what we're doing.
Yeah, sort of.
Cool.
Yes, which is a great question because there's a few different ones. There's December, of course, which this question asks about.
These are the sort of the myths, maybe, of when you shouldn't query would be, people say December.
And then the other big one is throughout the entire summer, but most specifically August.
I do say, some people do say the whole summer, right? It's 3 months.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So in short, we don't entirely agree with him. I don't agree with the summer one at all. That is when I know most of us at BookEnds are really like plugging away at everything, and we're reading our submissions, we're reading our queries, we are offering reps, signing new clients, all of the fun stuff that comes with that. So I don't know that the summer is sound advice. But what are your thoughts on December?
On December, I think it's good to take a break. There are still people querying. I am still reading queries.
Right.
But I find that most agents are using any sort of pre-holiday quiet time to catch up.
Yeah.
So they're getting through their query inbox, reading submissions, and sort of prepping really for January. We have made a number of offers of representation in December.
I signed 2 clients in December.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So we're still reading.
And we're still signing, but a lot of what we're reading and signing has come from earlier in the year, maybe.
Right.
But I guess I would say it's a great time for everybody to refresh, revisit your goals, come up with a plan for how you want to approach querying as well as your writing career come January.
You probably learned a lot through the first 11 months if you were querying for them, obviously. How can you regroup yourself and apply that to 2020?
Well, I think what you need to do is relook at your query list, the agents you have on your list, come up with your plan for what's working, what's not working. Maybe you want to revisit your query. December would be a great time to take a second look at your query. Anything could always go through a revision. Most importantly, are you getting any feedback on submissions or the query itself that you could put into your next book, which you're presumably working on?
Yeah.
So that's what I think would be better for you for December than querying. I don't think it hurts to query. Certainly, if you get an offer of representation in December, you can contact agents who maybe you didn't even have time to query or were holding off.
Right.
You can still contact them to let them know you have an offer and ask them if they want to play. But fresh queries just to send out queries might not be worthwhile in December.
Right. But I also think that, of course it's case by case. Like if I tweet that I'm looking for this very specific book that you have, go ahead and send it. I don't think it's bad to send queries in December. I just think that it's a good time while everyone is sort of rushing to the end of the year and getting everything off their desk that you take the time to do the same. Like clear things up for yourself.
Well, the other thing is a lot of agencies close.
Right.
We close the last half of December. We're not the only ones. A lot of other agencies do the same. A lot of agents individually close to queries during the month of December so that they can regroup and take a break and rest.
So why shouldn't you?
Yeah, and I know when we're closing, I am imploring everybody at BookEnds not to be reading queries and submissions during that time, to really take the time to reset themselves.
Yeah.
Now, what's your opinion on, January 2nd, you hit the ground running with those queries?
Why not?
Yeah, and keep in mind, a lot of authors will too, so there may be a little bit of a slowdown in the response because we're going to get hit hard those first 2 weeks of January.
And of course, we're just getting back in the office and catching up on stuff. But why? Again, you should do the same.
Yep.
You should kick off your year positively and confidently. So
yeah, I would say January 2nd. Give yourself the first off. through, let's say, roughly November 15th or November 20th.
Game on.
Game on. Query away, dig in, Monday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, whatever days work for your schedule. Get those queries and those submissions out. Once mid-November hits, here in the U.S., we're starting to think about Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Yeah.
That's about the time to let up.
Yeah.
Take a break. Refresh.
Regroup and review and all of that fun stuff.
Really use the time to refresh. We all need downtime, and this is the perfect time of year for it.
Especially in querying, because it could be tough. So taking that much needed time off never hurts. And that doesn't mean that you have to close out on anything you have out there. Leave it. Just take a step back. Let things fall where they're going to fall. Yep. Enjoy the holidays, and good luck.